Alright everybody, we're diving back into the Blue in the Face playthrough for Ori and the Will of the Wisps. We've got a shorter episode today, but it is packed filled with a bunch of cool stuff. The exploration is getting intense, the puzzles are getting slightly more complicated, and I am going to change up my build again. So let's stop talking about it and start playing it. Okay, here we go. We are back and we've got a lot of stuff to do. This section of the map is filled with a lot of different quests and items. Not everything on here is an item. You'll see that we have these doors that we go into and they lead to different sections of the map with potentially different quests, new areas to find, new secrets to discover, etc. But what I want to do to start things off is get the lost compass that I can bring back to talk. So I'm going to try and make my way over to it. I don't know exactly where the lost compass is, but I would like to try to find it. I imagine I have to go through this door and then start doing some exploring in this area. There's plenty of gray over in this bit for me to look through. We've already even got one of these things that we can cling to, but there's actually nothing up here this way. So, from the looks of things, we just have to move in this direction and see what we can find. The timing for these things is somewhat stressful. Ooh, we got a big chunk of energy. So if we do run into a lot of enemies, I'll have more than enough to deal with them. We have been to this area before and dealt with this wheel, but I don't believe I went in this direction. Possibly because I didn't have the ability to cling to things, or maybe I didn't have the wheels started at the time. But now it would appear that I can explore in this direction, so I am going to do just that. I have to be very careful about how I fling myself, because that will send me into spikes, and that's not good. I'm taking additional damage in this because of the spirit shards that I have equipped. So let's pull the lever and see what happens. Ooh, we're rotating the entire area, so this is gonna give us access to a lot of new positions, probably. And it looks like it turned on the lasers and made things a lot more scary. So, yeah. Okay. So we want to be in this area, but I also am terrified of stabbing myself with some spikes or walking into lasers. Alright, looks like some of them are just permanently activated and I'll have to worry about them another time. But for now, what I can do is navigate down this way. So far, so good. Oh, this one is fast acting. Okay, I want to jump off and then dash through. And we have another lever, and I suppose I should... I actually don't know if I should pull it. Maybe there's something that... No, I'll get grinded up if I go in this. That looks very dangerous. I'm going to pull the lever and see what happens here. It is going to rotate again, but I don't know what implications that has for the map. That was a very big rotation. It looks like we cut ourselves off from a pathway. Oh yeah, we definitely cut ourselves off. I wanted to go down there to see if there was anything. I suppose I could have crouched down and allowed the camera to pan, but we don't do that here. Oh, this is interesting. So I want to stay within the wheel portion and figure out where to go from there. So let's go, and continue maneuvering. Jump, dash, and we're good. Not dying too much so far. I'm proud of myself. Is there moss that I can stick to up there? There is, but there's also continuous laser, so I cannot deal with that yet. Over here, however, the laser is not continuous, so we can dash through. Okay. Now, I want to fling my... Oh, I see the lever. I see the lever. I want to get the rotation right. No! Yes! Yes, perfect. Now let's rotate one more time. I have a feeling this is going to open up the exit for me. See, the camera is panning me towards the exit, almost as if to say, that's where you want to be right now. So I got another simple laser that we just have to worry about the timing, and then we're in a good spot. Same thing here, just worry about the timing, no big deal. I love this new grapple. This is a very cool ability. It's essentially just a different way to manipulate bash. It's almost like a long range version of bash. Oof, almost sent myself to death. Okay, we've got an enemy camping on the corner, and we've got a thing to get to. Let's bring out our sentry and have it do some automatic damage for us, and then we're good. I'm a little bit sloppy with my shots right now, but I'll get used to it. I forgot I changed away from the rapid fire so that I can be more precise, but that obviously doesn't matter against really big, thick enemies. And I'm also pretty sure I have the thing on that allows me to grapple. Yeah, ultra grapple. Grapple one enemy per jump. I still don't really know what that does. Okay, we've got more things to grapple onto. Gotta be careful that... Let's go back. Crap. 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 I couldn't salvage it. That's better. And there we go. We just break the fungus, and it's going to start the gears up again. So we got things moving. Oh, and it opened a door. Okay. I like where this is going. I also like where this is going. I wonder if I can go up with this, or if I'm only meant to go down. I think I'm only meant to go down. That wheel above me seems to be solid. I'm going to spend most of this episode engaging with the puzzle mechanics because they are a bit on the tricky side. This area seems to be interested in really challenging me as much as possible. And I also don't think I've found what I needed to find for Talk. I was supposed to find his... Talk lost his compass somewhere in the Wellspring. Maybe that's just telling me that it's in a generic location because I didn't see anything in the last area that I was in. So I'm not really sure what that means for me. Maybe I should just explore a bit and see if I can find the compass for Talk. Wait, isn't this just... No. Yeah, as far as I can tell, the compass is not in this area. And there's nothing else in this segment? Except maybe that hidden quest objective that I maybe only can reach from this area up above me. So let's exit this door and go to the other door that unlocked that appears to be higher up. That's not where I wanted to go. This is where I wanted to go. And I wanted to grapple onto here. But yeah, this section of game feels like it's asking me to think just a tad bit harder than the other sections because of all the different directions I can potentially go in. And I see what I'm supposed to be doing with the grapple to one enemy thing, but it also seems to be only something that I want to use for a melee setup because it brings me towards an enemy into melee range, but it doesn't actually drag me into the enemy. So it's a movement utility as opposed to something meant to be for just a straight damage upgrade. So I'm actually going to take it off because I'm using a ranged weapon and a ranged build. So the ability to dash in close to an enemy means nothing to me. In fact, it's the opposite of what I want to do. So let's go ahead and swap that out for certainly not reckless, because I'm already taking enough damage. I'll just give myself the additional energy cell so that when I do fill myself up to maximum, I can last slightly longer. Hey, now we're full. But yeah, all the different rotating bits and the different doors, it feels more challenging than the puzzles that we've been doing thus far. And that's not to say the puzzles have been straightforward or anything to that effect, but they have been just, you are now in a puzzle area, do it. But now it's, you're in a puzzle area that leads to another puzzle area that leads to another one. All right, the Wellspring was once a home to a great library, Ori, knowledge. The Wellspring was once a home to a great library, Ori. Knowledge flowed like water through walls. Now much of what once was is lost, and the water sits still. Okay, yeah, we've got poisonous water over there that we can't traverse around, as well as Ufer doing some reading. The legends were true, Spirit. The Wellspring Library. Just look at all of this knowledge. But there's something else, a foul presence nearby. There, can't you smell it? Seems to be wafting down from somewhere up above. Mind checking on it while I browse these books? Oh, and he's still got items to sell to me, and I have a buttload of money that I could potentially give him. So we have Spike, Blaze, and Spirit Star. I think Spike is essentially going to be a burst damage version of the Spirit Arc that we've been using, the bow and arrow, which could potentially be interesting. However, I don't know how well it fits in with our current builds. I'm not entirely sure what I want to buy right now, so I'm not even going to purchase anything. From Ufer, I'm going to save my money and wait till we get farther along. And I reached a save point. Perfect. But it is really good that the game does appear to be building its difficulty and building the level of intricacy in the different mechanics, as opposed to just staying at a static difficulty, because it gives me the sensation of things are actually getting harder and I'm having to grow in order to survive. I know there's something up there. I just have to get these jumps right. This right here is just basic platforming, and the game is asking me to essentially use my abilities not like a potato, and I get some money. That's basic. But the overarching theme of the area that we're in is manipulate the doors, go from one puzzle to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Oh, I can probably jump up there by spacing my jump correctly. Perfect. And I can even go up. Well, let's get our jumps right. And then let's get another one. And now we can grapple. See what I mean? The game is demanding that I play a little bit less like a potato. Wait. There might be something I left unexplored before I go this, because I have a strange feeling that there's a boss fight right around the freaking corner. So let's go over here and see if there's, haha, a mysterious seed. You found a new quest item. It glows dimly. Perhaps someone knows what sort of seed it is. Good thing I came over here to check. But I don't think there's anything else over here from what I can tell. So we should be fine. Now let's go check out what was up above us. Nope. Yes. Alright, left or right, left or right, left or right. Let's go left. Well, that's not good. I should have gone right. It's a freaking monster. Ooh, for breaking out the stick. There we go. I've been saved. A foul presence indeed. Oh my. Is this what was blocking up and polluting the water? Is he the cause for all of this? On we go. Hurry. Oh, running sequence. Let's do it. Okay, boys. I'm going to one-shot this. I feel it in my bones that I am going to freaking one-shot this. Huh, huh. No! I take it all back. All right, this is the one-shot for real this time. Ooh, that felt good. Oh boy. So I did die once. That's okay, and I took some damage on there, but overall that sequence was pretty crisp, and from the looks of things, we have purified the waters. Or you better wake up. I know you bonked your head a little bit, but you seem to be okay. Well, not a little bit. He fell from pretty high up. But the wheels are spinning. The water flows once more. Yes, it does, Mookie. Nice of you to notice. Nice. So they want me to go tell Kwolok that the water is running clean. But before I zip over to him, there are at least a few unexplored sections that I've been dumped into. And there's probably actually a bunch of water around me that I can explore. I mean, look at this. We can swim now. The water has been such a tremendous danger to us for the majority of the game, but now it has become an area in which we are supposed to explore. And in many ways, that is a beautiful thing that's happened within the game. Although it is simple, it has the sensation of, to use a phrase that Destiny has coined, an ever-changing world. I do feel as though my actions have directly impacted the landscape. So what I have done through my hours of play have made the world a better place. That explosion was way bigger than it was supposed to be. Wow. And that is an important thing, I think, in RPGs, to feel that in at the very least in the story components of the game, your character is meaningful and a part of the grand scheme of things. There's something nice about that. Okay, I think it might be time for a change. I am actually getting tired of getting obliterated by enemies and environmental hazards. We're going to change our build. This has to go. Take an additional 100% damage. It has to go. I can't deal with it. Emotionally, it's making me sad. We are going to go in a new direction with our setup. Resilience, take 10% reduced damage. Finesse, 10% chance to deal 50% bonus damage. We have more durability, and we have a chance to deal increased damage without an absurd risk. Deflector, melee attacks deflect projectiles. That's tempting, but I'm still doing a range setup right now. But I guess I have to change the range setup because I don't have the same energy reserves I had. So I'm going to switch back to the sword. The sword is fast enough that I feel like it could actually be used to deflect projectiles in some way. And we'll keep the spirit arc the way it is because I do still find value in being able to do stuff like that. because this enemy is redonkulous. Look at that explosion radius. That is just vomit-inducing. All right, now, so we've got our defense here. Let's go with certainly not putting that. Just magnet, light harvest, and I don't really need the extra energy. I'll put on splinter because I still want to have some damage, some extra damage with the spirit arc. That should be fine. So we're back to a slightly more traditional loadout where I have my regenerate so I can pop a potion should I need to. I've got my sword and I've got my arc for the harder to reach enemies, and it is still the slow firing one with the limited range. So if I can get up close, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, that feels a lot better now that I'm not getting utterly destroyed by everything. But wait a minute. Okay, let's rethink things. I'm going to drink a potion because I'm terrible. And then instead of doing the splinter, I'm going to take that off and I'm going to put super grapple because this could be fun. Super grapple could be very fun. It opens up new possibilities. Let's just grab onto that while he's acting the fool. Because I don't need to deal with that. If you're going to act like that, I'm just not going to go near you. Well, no. Oh, right. The water's not evil anymore. I can actually swim and not worry about dying. I have to change the way I think. So, going back to the point about your character feeling as though they matter in the world in some capacity, I find that to be important. And Final Fantasy XIV is a decent example of your character feeling as though they have some importance in the overall story. Even though the game makes it a point to acknowledge that you are not the only adventurer in the world, and you're not the only person to save the day, and you're part of a grander. It's more than just you saving the day, but you are the hero at the end of it all. The main characters of the game, like Ishtola and Alphino and other characters, names that mean nothing to you if you don't play the game, they turn to you and they look to you and they're like, hey, this is a tough situation. I'm an important character, but I could use a hand. I could use some help. And you're the one to give it to me because you're awesome. And that's a good feeling. And that's the feeling I get with Ori. It's like everybody turns to me and they're like, dude, we need help. And you're the one that can help us. And then we eventually get to reap the benefits of my help, and we see the world physically change from what I did. So there's obviously fungus here that is blocking this thing from turning and potentially blocking my path. I don't really know how I'm supposed to manage it though, but this area is beautiful. It's incredibly beautiful. Dude, aim better. What are you doing? Oh, please, do it now. Do it now. No, I'm not gonna make it. Ori, no, just swim a little higher. So I wanted to give you guys a chance to listen to this new music that we have in this area. But this is fun. This is a swimming level. Swimming levels in games, oftentimes they're not fun, but it is what it is. Because I don't even know how I feel about this right now in Ori. I know I'm supposed to enjoy this new environment and be like, oh, we've got a breath mechanic to engage with. But I don't know that I've ever enjoyed a swimming level in any game that I've ever played. Whether it be Mario, Sonic, whatever. And we've destroyed the corruption. The wheel is now turning. Feels good. So on a much smaller scale, we did just affect the environment again for the better. But the larger scale to this is when we actually purify the waters in the entire forest through our actions. I have to be careful about running out of breath. Oh, that radius is huge. And I don't even have a lot of energy for potions right now. And that guy tried to sneak up on me. Let's not have that. Oh, I need to use this air pocket. Look at that heat-seeking missile, bro. Oh, there's a life cell fragment. I think that's why I came in here in the first place. Let's use that for a boost of speed. And then we've made it out. Wait, am I going? Where am I going? I'm certainly not going the right way. I missed something. I had a feeling that the life cell was going to require me to be down here, but I can't actually get to it right now. Oh, this is unfortunate. We've come a long way for nothing. There are no more breakable walls nearby. Unless maybe I can get him to shoot at me and then... No, Bash doesn't send me far enough out of the water to be able to fling onto that very, very small patch of grass. So I guess our exploration is coming to a close here until I find a new ability that will somehow let me jump significantly higher. Oh, I don't have enough energy to use my ranged attacks right now. That's unfortunate. Oh, I can grapple to him and then bash him off the ledge. Okay, I actually kind of spaced out a little bit and forgot that I was recording for a moment, but I ended up finding a hidden area in a destructible piece of the environment. So what I'm going to do now is explore and see if I can't find my way to Tox, the compass. Ah, we found a lever. This is what I missed down here. Wow, that snipe would have been awful if I didn't get the immunity from activating the cutscene. So the door is open, and that is actually a spirit shard, so that may prove to be the item that I need in order to find Tox thing. I need to drink a potion because I'm killing myself, basically. Look at that's actually really cool that I can spring myself off of the enemies with the grapple. That's so helpful. Life harvest. You gained a new spirit shard. Enemies drop more life orbs. We're putting that on right now. So you know what? Let's make a tank build. Let's go full tank. I want deflection. I want increased life. I want an increased chance of enemies dropping more life orbs. And I also want magnet so that those orbs come to me from farther away. I want to be as durable as possible. Basically, anytime I kill an enemy, I want to go back to maximum health. I'm so over it. I'm so over the deaths. Unfortunately, though, that spirit shard is not actually going to help me find Tox compass. But it's still nice. Now, I'm not sure if I explored down here or not, but there is some stuff that has been left undiscovered that maybe I should go look into it. And there's also this long strip of area that I haven't looked into yet either. So I am going into a slight completionist mode, which is I don't know if that's exactly what I want to do right now. Maybe I should just go talk to Kwolok. I'm enjoying this exploration, and I feel like I'm on the verge of finding the boy's compass. All right, well, in my frustrated exploration, I found a spirit shard. I damage enemies who hit Ori. That's fun. I could really do a true tank build if I wanted to, but I'm not going to equip that right now. I'm operating under the hope that I find something that will reveal itself to be Tok's compass, but I'm not finding that. So I think I might just have to go to Kwolok and accept that I haven't been able to find what I'm looking for right now. Wait, this is a lever. Well, that's unexpected. That did a simple rotation, and I don't think it is as impactful as I want it to be. I just want to pull one lever and then have everything revealed to me, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. This is sad. I don't know how to get Tok's compass. And I also don't know how to get... There's a couple of hidden items in this one that I just don't know how to reach. Alright, I found a fragment. I'm somehow powering through this through my frustrations right now and just finding more and more stuff. And that's what's making me not want to quit. And I'm not frustrated because the game is doing something wrong. I'm just frustrated at my inability to find exactly what I'm looking for right now. Like, I want to find what I want yesterday. Not later, not eventually, yesterday. I want to find what I want yesterday. And I also do not like flying enemies. There we go. They've been dealt with, and I think they spawn infinitely. We've got another lever. Let's yoink it. Wait, what is this doing? Oh, it appears that I lock this into position, and as I let go, it starts maneuvering. So I probably need to have it. This is like the door that we came into contact in the previous episode, where pulling the lever would open it, and I had to race to it before it closed. So I'm going to put it in its final position, and then race towards it. Yo, get out of here, bug. I don't need you right now. Okay, it was just more currency. More currency is more good, so I'm not going to complain about that. Break through the wall. No. You think you can just walk up to me and then poke me in the butt? That's not gonna happen. Not today, friend. There. Yeah, look, I can't find Tok's compass right now. I'm gonna have to go back for that later. I'm just gonna have to figure out where the hell that is another time. I'm just gonna have to come back here and explore everywhere again. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to finding Tok's compass. I'm looking forward to finding his compass, but I'm not looking forward to trying to search for it. So we'll deal with that later. What I'm going to do now is go to Kwolok and tell him that I've cleansed the waters, because that's really awesome. We did a lot today. But I ended up getting kind of frustrated. And what I'm also probably going to do is find frickin' Tok's thing just off camera, because I'm sure it's mildly annoying. Okay, Kwolok, it's time for you to give me some props and make me feel good about myself, because I feel kind of bad for not helping out my boy Tok. Welcome back, little one. The Moki tell me you taught the clear waters to flow once more. The stench that once hung over the wellspring is gone. Our marsh is in your debt. The way east to the Silent Woods is now open, but beware. Am I doing Randy Savage? The one the Moki called Shriek lives there, yeah. Her heart is stone, her cry is pain, yeah. I pray you find your friend before she does. Okay. Alright. So it looks like we're getting close to finding our boy Ku as well. So that's also good. But I'm going to take a break, also known as I'm not going to take a break, and I'm going to go look for Tok's stupid compass. And we're going to reconvene and look for... we're gonna possibly reunite with Ku, because this quest is called Our Fallen Friend. Ku has fallen in the Silent Woods to the east, a dangerous place for a little owl. Find her quickly. So there we go, guys. We made a lot of progress. I'm also enjoying being more durable for once, but I'm not entirely sure the spirit arc feels right with my setup right now. It feels, while it is accurate and precise, it doesn't seem as though I'm doing enough damage now. So now may be a good time for me to take some time to change my loadout. So we're going to take a break, but we will reconvene. And there we go. That's going to do it for the episode today. It got chopped down to a significantly shorter bit than what we normally do. These are supposed to come around the 45-minute, 50-minute, hour range, but I ended up doing a lot of my exploration in deafening silence. So it wound up being a bit on the dull side. So this is probably the first episode where I became properly blue in the face with frustration, but it was a good kind of frustration. I'm still enjoying the game a lot. So, like I already said, we are going to reconvene, but if you're enjoying this playthrough, be sure to let me know, and if you'd like to support the channel more than you already do, just by watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, you can head over to patreon.com/iBluairJgR to become a patron. As always, the name of the game is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.